Alright everybody, so today I got some more Netherrealm news coming at you. Today I'm going to be going over this article talking about Netherrealm's future and what their next installment game is, and this might shock a few of you. So firstly, the big question is, what is Netherrealm's next fighting game installment going to be? It could either be Injustice 3. A lot of people think it's a Marvel versus DC fighting game, or Marvel versus Mortal Kombat, or DC versus Mortal Kombat 2, or Shaolin Monks Remastered. There's been a lot of speculation on what their next fighting game is. However, an article came out today and it hints, well, okay, let me just get this out of the way. This article, nothing in this article has been 100% confirmed. This is a rumor. This is like a person at Netherrealm told me this, told me that. But this article goes over how the next game installment for Netherrealm could actually be MK12, and there are a couple reasons why this could be. So firstly, it talks about the sales. So it goes over how Mortal Kombat 11 came out in March of 2019, and the sales are still doing decently well. And along with the DLC that came out, like the $40 story expansion, that was Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, along with Combat Pack 1 and 2, the game financially did fantastic. It's still being sold around 2 years ago. Apparently, it's still doing well in sales. How? I don't know. But then they pulled up the statistics of Injustice, and the game actually does worse financially than Mortal Kombat does, which is a bit surprising because I thought everyone would love to see Batman and Superman fight, but I think there's a reason behind why Injustice 2 didn't do as well as, say, like Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11. And I think that's due to the gameplay. Injustice 1 and 2 are basically the same game mechanics, and so the gaming controls turn a lot of people off. Like, why is there no block button? That is the one thing that steers a lot of people away. You have to hold back on Injustice to block an attack. It's so random, and it's so, I don't know, the whole joy of hitting the right trigger button to block, that seems much more comfortable to me. So I think that's basically why Injustice did worse financially than MK11 did, simply due to its mechanics and overall gameplay. It could have been a lot better. It could have been different. If it was any different from Injustice Gods Among Us, I'm sure the game would have done fantastic, like way better than MK11 ever did. But no, I think it was just because it was the same game with a fresh coat of paint that sort of steered it away a bit from a couple players. Hey, you made it this far, why not click that subscribe button as well as hitting that bell for notifications so you don't miss anything just like this. Another reason why we might be getting MK12 instead of any other game, we knew this for months. AT&T are trying to sell their gaming businesses. I don't think they're in full support of a Injustice game. I think they want a team to promote MK12 over Injustice 3. Also, financially, MK12 would do a lot better than Injustice 3 ever could. Unless there was a huge overhaul in gameplay or the roster is somehow amazing, then MK12 might take the cake money-wise. Also, there's been talks amongst people who apparently work for Netherrealm, and they're basically saying the same thing. AT&T are more focused on pushing out a MK12 over an Injustice 3. So someone got an insider to tell them all this. Do I believe this? I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I think it definitely could happen, and it does make sense because I do notice that the Mortal Kombat games do a lot better than in the Injustice games ever do. Because again, Injustice 2 and Gods Among Us are basically the same game, just Injustice 2 is freshened up a bit. However, MKX and MK11 are two different experiences in gameplay, and I think that's why people are interested to try it out, see which one's the better game. And obviously, in my opinion, MKX is a much better game. But unfortunately, there is nothing about a MK vs DC game in development. But again, this whole article, take this with a grain of salt because none of this is confirmed. But anyway, that is everything I have. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm gonna leave the article in the description in case you want to read it for yourself. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys.